Yeah, Vince, you're on the air.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
I'm phoning in to beg you to keep Eric the asshole off the air. Don't weaken. All this guy, the only reason why he was begging you to come back on the air is because he wants to use you again. He can't get anywhere without you.
My favorite tape of the week, by the way. Thank you, Vince. My favorite tape of the week is, Eric the actor was mad because Johnny Fratto is now representing Jeff the drunk for acting work. And I think the news department called Eric and Jeff, and they started arguing with each other, and Eric's trying to tell Jeff that he's not a real actor. Of course, Eric thinks he's a real actor. Listen.
I really feel as if there's enough juice for both of us, you little greedy bastard.
That was very nice. Eric, your thoughts on what Jeff just said?
You think after him calling me that I'm going to... No.
I think he was just in a fun kind of way. And he didn't say midget, so, he's being respectful.
Jeff, no one is going to fucking hire you as an actor. You're a fucking liability.
No, I'm not a liability. Believe you me.
You fall down. You get drunk. You get high. That's liability, shithead.
Eric, I think you're gravely mistaken.
He fell down in the elevator hallway years ago, holding a six-pack.
Yeah. I'm not going to be drunk on the fucking set, you idiot.
I told you, you want to hear some more? It's so great, the two of them fighting over scraps. I know Eric's upset because Eric was sort of the one who came up with his acting thing,
Right.
Jeff's late to the party where whackpackers become actors, but so what? But Eric, it's driving...
If Eric wasn't so difficult, there wouldn't have been an opening.
Yeah, right. But Eric...
Jeff the drunk.
Eric is just, he's livid. And Jeff's like, hey, why can't I be an actor too?
You step out of a role, there are people ready to step in and take that role. And there's a perfect example. You don't want to fly with balloons. Jeff's ready to fly with balloons.
I medically can't.
You medically can. You're a chicken, motherfucker.
Jeff's almost a doctor.
Idiot. It's called adrenaline. Adrenaline goes too high. It will affect my heart. I have a heart condition, you hot-headed idiot.
Yeah, idiot. Do you get that? You ever see the movie Crank?
Yeah, I get it.
All right.
All right, thank you, Shuli.
All right, guys. Have a good day.
Okay, Eric.
What?
Fuck you.
That wasn't very nice.
So the war is on, evidently, and Johnny, where are we at? Who are you representing these days? Are you back with Eric, or is Eric gone? Where are we at?
We have no confirmation on whether Eric is back or not. But I do have on the phone with me Jeff, the serious actor.
Jeff the actor.
Jeff, the serious actor.
Does he have a job yet?
He is almost on the verge of a job, yes.
What does that mean? You're in the middle of negotiations?
We are negotiating.
Can you tell us what show you're talking about?
Well, the show doesn't have a name. It's a movie.
Oh, what movie?
Oh, a movie.
Well, they didn't tell us.
Who's the director? Guillermo del Toro?
Sharknado 2?
He can't get in. Sharknado's too big a hit. What?
Eric would have been great in Sharknado.
Yeah, could you imagine Eric being eaten by a shark? He wouldn't have done it, though. That's the problem, Johnny, in representing a dude like that. He would have been like, I'm not going to be eaten by a shark.
Howard, Jeff just told me before we called him that if it's called for him to go in the homo room, he is more than willing to go to that homo room.
Right. We don't even want him in the homo room.
That's right. He's too easy.
He's too easy to get in there.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff, Jeff, would you be in Sharknado?
I would.
I would.
What was that? Fred, what was that noise?
I would. Oh, that's you can find that Jeff is really the Forrest Brooks of the millennium.
Hey, Jeff, would you make out with a gay shark?
If I had to.
No.
There's nothing yet I don't think that Jeff wouldn't do.
Well, Johnny, this is a very different attitude than your last client.
Oh, my goodness, it's night and day. I mean, look at it. Jeff, will you hang off the bottom of a plane at low altitude?
I would.
Just we promise you won't hit your head on this floor. Sure, why not? There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
He's a stuntman, too.
He's a team player, Howard. He's a team player.
In fact, right now, Jeff is being eaten by a shark while we talk to him.
Yeah.
All right, Johnny and Jeff, the new power couple, great. And you're not even sure if you're representing Eric, so that's the update.
That's up to Eric.
Right.
Well, Eric said you had until the weekend, I think, to dump Jeff.
Yeah, Eric did say if you don't dump Jeff by the weekend, you are no longer his agent.
That's what I'm figuring, so me and Jeff have been communicating all weekend, and, we can't stop progress.
All right.
Eric can't expect that. He turned down 4 jobs in the last 4 weeks.
All right, thanks for the update, boys. Thank you. There you go. There it is. Jeff the drunk.
Eric's amazing. He doesn't want to work.
He only wants to do very specific kinds of acting. Yes, Jesse.
Hey, now that's just classic right there.
Yeah.
Howard, I wanted to ask you. You know how you goof with the hand gestures at the beginning of AGT?
Yes.
So wouldn't it be great if you started doing like a golf swing and then you flash like number 300 with your fingers afterwards?
Maybe 2 inside though. America is getting very used to my new my signature.
Well, it's a goof to like all the golf experts and golf fanatics,
Right.
But,
all right. Well, let me think about it. Thank you. I'm going to stick with what I'm doing. Oh, Eric's
changing.
Eric's on the phone. He must be on fire. I'm not talking to him, but Robin, I'll talk through Gary. Gary, Eric's on the phone. Can you ask him what's up?
So, Eric, what do you want to talk to Howard about?
She still talks to that piece of trash, Vince.
Vince?
Gary, ask him who Vince is.
Who's Vince?
Oh my God, your memory's that's fucking short. She was a caller that was on just a few minutes ago asking Howard to keep me off air.
We don't know everybody's name, we just know that they goof on you.
He clearly said his name, and Howard said his name. I'm not.
Okay.
Why are you focusing on the guy's name? What's your question?
Ask him what's.
Keep his fucking ass off the air.
Ask him if. Ask him what he thought of the Jeff the drunk call with Johnny. They're on the phone together. That's Eric's shtick with Johnny.
What do you think that Johnny's representing Jeff now? What do you think of that call?
Well, I didn't hear it.
Oh.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Johnny is now representing Jeff. He's got him 4 jobs, and even though the threat was that he had to get rid of him by the end of the weekend, he's got to have clients.
I don't believe that he has one job for that liability idiot.
Tell me he's in a film.
Whether you believe it or not, he's still representing him.
Well, I told him he has till Thursday to dump that piece of trailer.
Now it's till Thursday?
Sunday. What happened?
Well, I extended it given the fact that there was some other business that Johnny needed to attend to.
Well, till this Thursday?
Yes.
I can tell you that Johnny, when we spoke to Johnny a couple minutes ago, he didn't seem that the reason he was representing Jeff was because he was distracted with anything. He just going to represent him.
Johnny does what Johnny wants to do. That's it.
He said you turned down 4 jobs in the last 3 weeks.
And my advice to Eric would be not to threaten Johnny with, like, I'm going to leave you because Johnny doesn't care.
Who's going to represent Eric?
Well, I will say this. Against my better judgment, I did speak to Howie Mandel. And because I really didn't want to speak to Howie on Eric's behalf, because Eric has treated me like garbage.
Right.
And threatened me and all that stuff. But I was talking to Howie. And he said that if I wanted to, I could line up a conversation between Howie's wife, who is a Hollywood agent, and Eric. We could line that up.
You could.
I could.
But why would you?
Because it'd be funny. Funny
it
always
ain't going to be that funny.
You don't think? No. You don't want to hear Howie Mandel's wife?
Eric negotiating?
Yes,
it's
Jeff.
never funny.
Yeah, you little fucker. You're going to extend it again when that one runs out.
Hey, Jeff, you are going to be in a movie, right? Johnny got you work?
Yes.
When will you announce that?
When I'm told when it is.
Have you met with the people?
Not yet.
How do you know you're going to be in a movie?
It's with John Strauss.
Oh.
You know, he did it in plain sight.
Right.
So it's legit.
Isn't that the show that Eric used to do when he had an agent?
Yes.
Oh,
exactly.
right.
Oh, so you stepped in on that. That would have been Eric's part.
It would have.
What is the part? Do you know what the role is?
I don't know, but he fucked it up.
See, Jeff doesn't even care what the role is. He'll do anything.
I don't give a fuck.
Do you know what the role is, Gary?
I don't know what the role is, but I do know that John Strauss had emailed me. You remember we had him on the air a bunch of times, and that Eric was dealing with him directly.
Right.
And, you know, maybe he just wanted to deal with an agent, so he wasn't dealing with Eric, and now he's dealing with Johnny for Jeff.
Wow.
And, Gary?
Yeah.
Did you get my acting, parts?
You're acting what?
I sent it to you on Twitter.
Eric, what do you make? Well,
why send me something on Twitter when I have an email?
Eric is being strangely silent in all this.
Oh, I'm just listening to this whole bullshit.
Why is it bullshit?
I don't believe it for anything.
Yeah, well, I didn't believe you'd get an acting role.
Have happened.
Yeah, I didn't believe you'd get an acting role, and you did. I mean, so if you can get one, I'm pretty sure anyone could get one.
Hey, Jeff, you're going to fall and break any of their tables? Like you broke your own?
I'm going to fall and break your head open.
Well, one thing I do agree with Eric is that Jeff, you know, is going to have to refrain from drinking if he's going to work on the set.
I have to say, Jeff's oddly reliable when he needs to be.
Yeah?
I don't drink 24/7.
He's never missed an appearance here.
Right.
You know, whenever he says he's going to be here, he's here. You know, I never worry about him, and you know.
But does Jeff have the same appeal of an Eric the actor? I mean, would you tune in to see Jeff the drunk?
Yes.
You would?
Yeah.
Much.
Wait, you said there's a TV show on tonight.
Yeah.
And Jeff is going to come out in that sling and that cowboy hat and try to pretend to be somebody else. I'm going to watch it.
You got a point.
The only show that he would fit on is Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. He's that kind of a person, white trash, like that family.
Hey, Eric, what shows do you think you fit on?
Eric's more family friendly.
Yeah. He's like Downton Abbey.
Right.
Hey, let me see if I can make this happen. Thank you, Jeff.
All right.
I'm sort of talking to Eric, I guess.
And Johnny knows what to do, and that's to dump Jeff.
I don't think that's happening.
Eric, fuck
What?
you.
Yes, Vince.
Hey, I was going to tell you that all the guy's going to do is backstab you. He's going to lie to you again. He's going to threaten you. You know, you gave him a job.
No, I'm not.
He threatened. What did he do? He threatened to sue Pepsi because he couldn't get Pepsi. And yet you
Right.
give him an acting job, and he calls himself an actor, yet he turns down all the time. You know, I'm not a big fan of Jeff the Drunk either, but you know what the difference is? The difference, at least Jeff will be a little bit more grateful for everything you do for him.
Now, Eric told me not to put you on the air anymore, Vince.
Because he's
And what did I do?
Let Eric...
incredible retard.
What is he?
He's an incredible retard. I've never threatened to.
Hey, how many times has Eric?
Idiot.
How many times has Eric called the show and threatened you and complained and criticized?
Well, he has a lot, Vince. You're right.
Yeah, and then he's like he's begging for you guys to get him acting jobs, okay? And Gary is always the one who sets him up with stuff. And then he has the nerve to call Gary and says, "Go see your relatives at the zoo." And what kind of shit is that?
Right.
Why would even Gary put any effort, or you guys for that matter?
Good point, Vince.
Effort to do?
Good point. Well, Vince is
guy's
making
a fucking loser.
Guys are saying a lot of things, Eric, that I can't...
that comes from someone that begged the show for an anniversary gift for his wife.
Hey, you know what, Eric?
And you're calling me a loser?
You know, remember the time that Howard set you up with that meeting with that ABC executive, and what did you do? You fucking blew him off just so you could watch the finale of American Idol. And you know what? I'd be the kind of guy that if you didn't have a way to get there, I would have driven all the way from L.A. to where you live, picked you up and driven you over there just to help you out. You know, that's the kind of guy I am. But you're such an ungrateful little fuck that you don't appreciate anything anybody does for you. And you're.
I ended up going.
And then what do you think you made?
Well, you don't let Eric answer,
like?
Vince.
No, what do you think?
All right, I got to go, boys. I got to go anyway.
Up, Vince.
You made Howard look like a piece of shit in front of his friend. That he was.
Well, I can't hear Eric.
Who wants to hear him?
Fucking idiot won't shut up. I ended up going to that meeting.
Yeah, a couple of days later. And then you made.
All right, okay. I gotta go, boys. Anyway, and we'll see how this whole thing turns out. It's Johnny is.
Take your wheelchair away from you.
Let's see if on Thursday Johnny is still representing Jeff. We'll see where Eric's at. It's going to be a real.
Johnny, don't do nothing for this asshole.
You're the asshole, you dipshit.
All right. Okay, guys. Let's see what happens with all of this. Vince, thank you for your feedback. Eric, we'll see what happens. It seems as though there's a lot of confusion going on about all of this.
And, Howard, in my opinion, Marty Brown needs to be DQ'd. He's had a career in the 90s.
So what?
In country music.
Who cares?
That's unfair for whomever could have taken his spot.
You worry about your career. Don't worry about Marty Brown.
Thank you.
Worried about Marty Brown, the country singer.
He should be DQ'd.
DQ'd. Why? Anybody who wants to enter that thing can enter.
Yeah, anybody could come up and audition.
Yeah. All right, where was I? I got to get back to business here. There's a lot to talk about. Johnny, why didn't you call him when Eric was on?
I was trying to.
You just missed
He said
him.
he wasn't going to call. He said he wasn't going to call in.
Yeah, he was just on.
He wants his own airtime. He's mad. Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, he doesn't want to be on with you.
You evidently have till Thursday to drop Jeff the Drunk as a client.
I thought I had till Monday.
No.
Which would be today.
Right. No, you have Thursday.
Then he extended it.
Right. Because you have business to do.
I think you're going to keep getting extensions.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
Well, all he's got to do is play nice with Jeff, and it's a done deal.
All right. Well, one thing about Johnny, he's loyal. If he decides if he represents somebody, he sticks with them. All right. Thank you, Johnny.
Okay, bye.
Later. Everything's just a little bit off today.